Welcome back. This is another sort of installment of community conversation, and we wanted to sort of dive in, right? We're getting a lot of questions about, well, I mean, it's actually kind of controversial for some reason, why my wife and I put ourselves, essentially put each other number one,
Yeah.
right? Why I put you number one. And there's a lot, I mean, people are really super frustrated with that idea. So we just want to sort of expand on that.
I get it.
Well, especially because so many kids are neglected.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that we can just sort of clear that up.
Put context to the situation. I think you should start off.
All right. So first and foremost, just to sort of clarify it, the way that the hierarchy works is we put our faith / like God one, we put one another as two, our children there, and then ourselves beneath that. So the best way for me to love my kids is to put my wife at the top. And it seems controversial, but when you stop and you really think about it, I think it's going to be a lot less controversial. Only because, like, we're a cohesive unit. We have to be a team. And when I'm at 80%, right, she could be at 80, but she could be at 20. We're still at 100 or more. If I'm at 10 and she's at 100 or 90 or 80, we know that we can still we can give our kids 100% because we're putting one another, we're tending to one another. I have to gauge where she's at and be able to sort of lift her up and vice versa. So
I really like to think about it like if you're on a ship and you've got co-captains, two. The rest of the ship is not safe if one of the co-captains is like ailing out and like crashing, like is like not regulated and is not doing well, right? So it's really important that the ones at the helm of the ship are stable. And of course, this is not a generalization. There are people who like need to be in jail because they, are very unregulated to the point where it's like unsafe and dangerous for the family. Stuff. That's not what we're talking about here. For us, we feel that when you come together as a unit and you make that promise to show up for your children, the best way you can show up for your children is to show up for each other so that the foundation is strong. You can't build a house on unstable sand. Exactly. And I think so many of us can unfortunately think back to how it felt to have an unstable foundation with parents. And it's funny because actually in a roundabout way, that is putting our kids first, I guess you could say. Absolutely. Because we are thinking about how do we make sure that this foundation doesn't crack. Therefore, making it the safest possible situation for our children where they don't have to grow up in a home where they have to hear fighting in the middle of the night, where they don't know if mom or dad is going to come home and angry and it's going to spill out over them, the child.
We're not experts.
No.
We're speaking from our experience. And we have extensive experience. And our marriage at one time was in a really, really crazy place. And a place where most people don't have the tools or the wherewithal to claw their way back. And now we can say very clearly that we are thriving and we're best friends. And, the impossible is possible if you take the right steps.
By God's grace, He really has redeemed it.
Exactly. And we're in a place where, because we use this methodology, we're continuing to sort of grow and grow and grow and grow. Like, our children know, if daddy's here, they know mommy goes first, right? But they also know, right? Because we're very articulate. We articulate so much to our children that because mommy goes first, we get to love them properly.
Maximum. It's loving them out of an overflow.
Absolutely.
We find that a lot of the people who are triggered over this topic are the children who were neglected and who were really put to the wayside. And so what I want to say to you is I'm so deeply sorry as a mom, from a mama heart and from a papa heart, on behalf of what happened to you. And our intention is to break that cycle for generations to come on your behalf and for our children.
The fight is for our home and our community at large. And you're a part of our community. So we'd love to hear your thoughts on this. We got so many private messages. A lot of people aren't really comfortable messaging, and that's fine. You can message us privately if you want. But we'd love to also just get a conversation going. Like, this seems strangely so controversial, but you know, we admit that we don't have all the answers. We want to be able to hear what you have to say, and then hopefully as a community we can grow and evolve in a direction.
Great. Yeah, comment below. Let's talk. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you.
High five. You're sexy.
Oh my God.
Mwah.